guys, it's Slave to the Games, and this is the next Vampire the Masquerade or Bloodlines 2 video. Thank you guys for choosing to hang out with me, and as always, I hope you enjoy the video. The first subject we're going to be going over is something you've heard me mention before in previous videos, the Red Star. The Red Star is a mysterious, heavenly body which appeared at the culmination of the Week of Nightmares on July 15th, 1999. Known as Wormwood to vampires, Anthelios or Anti-Sun to werewolves, Telos or Merzaba to mages, the Eye of the Demon Emperor to the Shen, the Eye of Apophis among the Reborn, and the Eye of Balor to changelings. The Red Star was seen by most supernaturals as being a sign of the end of times. Dr. Bernhard Mueller of the Sons of Ether predicted the coming of the Red Star, which he called Merzaba, in the mid-1990s. He described it as a hyperdimensional comet and noted that by late 2012, it would be close enough to Earth to pose a collision risk. At the time, he was laughed out of the scientific establishment. After the Red Star became visible, a vindicated Mueller and Stanislaus Wolschhaus noted that its previous passes coincided with the demise of scientifically advanced civilizations. The Red Star was initially unable to be seen by mundane forms of perception. It could be seen only by supernatural creatures, but was readily apparent to oracles or people with auspex. It could be seen in the Umbra, the Dreaming, and the Shadowlands. As the end times neared, it brightened enough to be viewed by everyone. Using Hubble data, Marjorie Survey initially identified it as a comet, dubbing it Survey's Comet. Dr. Xavier Philo disagreed with that interpretation. NASA declared the Red Star stellar object 2001 KX76, also stellar object number 442899, theorizing it might be a reddish-colored comet heading for Earth, although there was much disagreement on that point. By the rules of NASA's provisional designations, this would mean it was the 1923rd object discovered in the second half of May 2001, suggesting this is roughly when it became visible to mortals. The Red Star became visible from most of the northern hemisphere, right in the bow of the Big Dipper. Some theories that may be a periodical visitor, perhaps the bearded star that presaged the destruction of Pompeii in 79 CE. And you know, keeping with the theme of red, we're going to be going over the red list for our final subject for the video. The red list is the listing of those kindred whom the Camarilla most ardently desire to see purged from the face of the earth. Vampires on the red list, who are called anathema, are considered under continual blood hunt. The Camarilla usually leaves the hunting and destruction of these kindred to the Alastors. The list originated in Europe at the end of the Anarch Revolt and the Convention of Thorns, but it would not be until the 19th century that the secret existence of the Red List would be shared with the Josians. Before that time, only the inner circle, the Justicars, their Archons, and appointed Alastors knew about it. At first, the Red List was an unofficial, politically motivated hit list that was privately created by the founders turned Justicars to take out the enemies that threatened the newly formed Camarilla. Some of the first anathema were top-ranked enemies of the newly formed Camarilla scattered all over Europe, and primarily consisted of accursed Assamites like Tariq and early Sabbaths such as the Lasombra Robert Weston. Thanks for the Red List's secretive nature and the turbulent Anarch Revolt, most anathema were unaware that they were being singled out by the Camarilla. After the Convention of Thorns, the trio of open slots on the Red List was filled with the names of Sabbath members, like Pataniqua, who was selected in part because of her role and rank. Following her nomination, her threat level increased, especially after she successfully hunted and killed an Assamite anti-tribute infernalist named Rafi ibn Najam, and it called on the Camarilla elders to award her the trophy. Some names like Rabbit and Kamentiri have been on the Red List the longest. In time, some of the former anathema became known to the general vampiric population for the single reason that their crimes against the Camarilla were nothing but spectacular in scale. However, in those times, the destruction of the anathema and the reward of a trophy were clandestine affairs among Archons and Alastors, therefore rarely discussed openly. The list was, in many ways, the equivalent of an urban legend that existed for hundreds of years before it was proven to be real. In the early 1990s, a gangrel named Martello Sanchez intercepted a message written by Kamentiri herself that was meant for the anathema Valerius Mayor. According to the contents of that letter, Mayor wanted to gather the anathema together as part of his plan to bring down the Camarilla. Following the verification of Kamentiri's letter, the Justicars placed the Alastors on high alert and offered them unprecedented access to Camarilla's resources. The list became public knowledge and, Over the next few years, this resulted in the destruction of several anathema. And with that, guys, that is the end of the video. I've done this like 16 times, damn it, and it just won't end right. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new, and if you want to help further support me and what I do, and I mean a big if, don't forget to check out my Patreon or my merch store, because it really helps. And then if you want to just hang out with me off stream or in between recordings or whenever I'm free, check out my Discord, because I always appreciate and love the fact of when you guys join and you guys feel like getting involved with what's going on in these videos or future videos. So once again, thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh my god.